It's hard to see a bright future in these uncertain times. The challenges of our changing world make it difficult for us to dream. The Youth of the Year Scholarship is one way that the Boys and Girls Club helps kids like us become who we are meant to be. At the club, we can discover who we are and what we want out of life, because life isn't canceled, and neither is our future. As the 2019 Youth of the Year recipient, I'm excited to introduce you to this year's Youth of the Year finalists.
When I first started the club, I was very nervous. I had never gone to the club before. The closest thing I've done was go to school.
When I first came to the club, I was really shy, and I'm more open now, more friendly.
I was kind of like the nervous wreck, the person not to speak out. I moved with my dad here, away from my mom. That was the hardest thing that I've ever done. The club helped me adapt to Wyoming by giving me a place where I could feel at home and feel like myself.
When I came here, it was just so big and it scared me, so I was kind of one of those kids who just hangs around their big brother and just always attached to him. He probably got really annoyed with me, but I pretty much just followed him everywhere.
I liked her having around. Kind of made me look like an older brother, had to act like an older brother to her. The biggest lesson I learned was treat people with respect, because you never know who's going to be a friend.
After I lost my mom, I was very scared of losing other people in my life, and I was scared of making relationships. But when I came to the club, I made better friends that helped me realize that they won't leave me.
The biggest lesson that I learned in life was how to make a friend here at the club. She was honestly probably one of the first friends that I've ever had. Now I'd say I'm more outgoing than I probably would have been if I didn't have that courage to go and walk up to her and say hi.
The club showed me people who were interested in the same things that I was, like the tech center. I loved computers, and kids around there loved computers, so we got along. A couple times we'd take a bus and go to the mountain, shoot some nature photography, and then we'd come back here, edit the photos. Taking photos and computers combined it into something very personal for me.
I've participated in both art club and comic book club, and both of them have made me more confident in what I do. I get to do what I love, drawing and express myself, and I drew a lot through some of the tougher times I've had. And since they were always there to help me with my schoolwork, I've always been passing ever since I've got to the club.
I'd get help with stuff that school wouldn't have time to teach me or wouldn't teach me from other staff members. When I turned 12, I joined Torch Club, which was pretty big, showing people what it means to lead a group, be a role model.
Helping out with cowboy ethics and Sarah Beth, I get to learn simple life lessons like do what you love.
Never giving up, to keep going, to keep pushing myself, and just to be confident in my work and in everyday life.
The biggest lesson I've learned is that nobody can choose my path, that I get to choose my own path. I'm really enjoying my art, so I want to fulfill my art as a career. Winning the Youth of the Year will secure my chance of getting into a good college.
I've taken up the interest into astrobiology. So astrobiology is basically where you study planets.
I eventually want to go to med school, and I want to be a pediatric nurse.
Winning the Youth of the Year would help me fill my dream out of becoming a dentist.
I don't think I could be the person I am today without the club. I think they made me into the person that I am, the kind person, the person that people can come to.
I'm hoping that I carry this along, and especially carry it to probably my kids one day and teach them the same things, because honestly, I think that it has helped me a lot, and it does help you change as a person. I see kids all the time that are going down the wrong path, and then they'll come here and it really does help them. And it really is just some place that people feel comfortable and they can be themselves here. I'd honestly describe the Boys and Girls Club as a second home. You have everything you need here.
As you can see, the Boys and Girls Club has already helped this year's candidates grow into role models, leaders, and advocates for their peers. Each one is a shining example of what our youth have to offer to our community and state. Congratulations and the best of luck in your future endeavors.